Today we will cook Belizean, healthy and easy with more veggies instead of more starch.
It's healthier, of course. Cost effective, very cheap. Go to the market, buy your fresh veggies and cook it. Cook it easy and tasty recipes.
As Belizeans, we don't really eat healthy, a lot of us. We have a lot of diabetic patients. People are dying a lot. What I learned today, how to eat, how to stay healthy, and what to do about it.
A lot of people call in and say, we're good for headache. They want a quick fix, but headache actually is a red light telling you something is wrong. But sometimes we don't study it, we just take more pills. You can't just change overnight, right? So you have to implement this stuff little by little.
Making some healthy brown rice with healthy salt, not the white salt that we normally cook with.
The vegetables and everything that we serve, we think pure, whole and natural.
To me, you could do this real quick.
Yep.
You know, it's very quick to do.
Today we show them to stay pure, whole and natural.
Here we teach them how to fix vegetables and fruits in a delicious way so they can have it.
A lot of people don't know how to use it, but today I learned that I'm taking something in my heart to teach to my family and my community.
They actually cook it and they taste it. They were very impressed and they say, wow, this is really delicious and we never think this can be done. And we are encouraging people to come here at Maya Mountain and we will gladly share what we know.
When certain things happen, we have to take a stand and see what happens.
Viewers and listeners, this is Bart Mickler with the program called Let's Live Healthy Belize. We're broadcasting with Max TV and radio, and I'm really happy to have in the studio today Donna Dougal Sosa, and she's going to be sharing a little bit about her products, and we'll be talking about things in the home and in our own personal health care, hygiene and such that we can do to make our lives healthier and that of our family. So first off, let's let Donna introduce herself to us. Donna?
Hi, good morning. My name is Donna Dougal Sosa. I am the owner-manager of Belize Soaps, Bart and Spa Products. I am a lab technician by profession. Worked 23 years as a lab tech, 1 year as a science teacher, and then I decided I'm going to take some time to be a mother. I'm a mother to 2 kids, 1 boy, 1 girl, 4 dogs, and a cat.
How old are your kids, Donna?
My daughter is 12 and my son is 26.
Wow, okay. So tell us a little bit about your latest adventure. You're an entrepreneur.
Yes, I'm an entrepreneur.
One of the most impressive entrepreneurs I've met recently, and I've seen you at shows and different things, and it's not just you, it's your whole family comes out there and
It's
sets
my
up,
whole
right?
family, yes.
So
I
tell us
involve
about
everybody. Yeah. Well, I'm very big on health,
Okay.
and so I decided to make soaps that are healthy, that will give heal the mind, the body, and the spirit,
Okay.
the soul. Dual purpose, cleaning the body and cleaning your skin at the same time. So I make products from Belizean herbs. Well, most of them are local Belizean herbs.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, like moringa. That's not local, but
No, everybody knows moringa as being a
moringa
really
now,
healthy product.
aloe vera. Everybody knows aloe vera.
Okay.
This one just in time. It's from thyme and oregano.
Okay.
This is nutmeg.
Jackass bitters. All right.
This is coffee. These are only a few of the products. This is orange and cinnamon. Neem, very popular. Then there's the black soap, charcoal.
Okay.
This one is tamarind as we know it in
Okay,
Belize. These
sure.
are only some of my products. I have like over 40 products.
Well, I know all of these, so
40 soaps, yeah.
that's not so unfamiliar.
Okay.
These are all products that we see in our homes and such.
Right.
And you mentioned healing mind, body, spirit. So you're cleaning the body, but the essences have an effect upon us.
Yes,
Is that right?
essences. Yeah, I use natural essential oils, no synthetic oils, because those can cause allergies. Yeah. The oils are the same. While you're in the shower, you're inhaling all these nice fragrances.
Mm-hmm.
Essential oils like lavender and orange, grapefruit, geranium. These things help the body. They help the spirit. They help the mind. They clear your mind if you're fatigued, tired, stressed. They have an effect on that.
Good way to start the day.
Yes, or end the day.
All right. And are some of them medicinal? I mentioned jackass bitters. That is, I'm not going to eat soap, obviously, but it has a reason you put that there.
Yeah, well, jackass bitters is a skin. It's for all types of skin problems. If you have fungus on the skin, a bacterial problem, it will clear that up. And like the gumbo limbo, I thought I had brought one, but I didn't.
It's okay.
Yeah,
You
the
can't bring it.
gumbo
It's a
limbo,
big stack of things you could.
it's the cure for poison wood,
Mm-hmm.
like poison ivy. If you have any, you go into the bush, you use the gumbo limbo that clears the skin. You have fungus, it clears it, or a rash, an unknown rash. Then it clears the skin, and it also has the ishkanan, which is
Polyredhead.
polyredhead and a local iodine.
Okay.
So it's an antiseptic.
So we are talking about supporting the body's healing.
Right.
And when you say 40 products, that's a lot of experimenting to make this. This didn't just happen magically, right?
It didn't.
You opened a book and read the recipe and made it, right?
No.
Tell us about your journey. I mean, why don't you go roll back before we get into it? How did this all start and how long ago? I mean, I'm fascinated.
Well, it started in 2006. Before that, I wanted natural products or practical products to give as my wedding recuerdos, the souvenirs. Yeah, so I decided soap would be it. Of course, I didn't make it then because getting ready for a wedding, that's a lot of work. So I just put aside everything and bought other soaps. But then I decided, you know what, let me just do it. I had done soap making in high school, not in high school, in sixth form, Belkas, we did extraction, saponification. So I had like this much experience doing it. The first time I did it, I was like, ooh. But then it happened. Everyone was impressed. I started giving away. I actually experimented for 1 year. I made my recipes. I did several recipes. I tried several recipes before I got to one that I liked. And well, I have several now. So some soaps, not all of them are the same recipe. Depending on what I want the soap to do, I have different recipes for that. But
I bet you when you started getting successful, it got too expensive to give it all away.
well, I was still giving it away because I was a government worker before, and basically my job there was to give stuff away. So it was kind of hard for me to start charging. But my husband was the one who said, this is a very expensive hobby. You better start selling or you got to stop.
Okay.
I'm a mother now. I left my job in 2012 to be a full-time mom, which I'm not. My daughter has told me several times, Mom, you're home now and I hardly see you.
I always see the kids go with you to shows, though.
Yeah,
so you're
I
together.
Drag them, yes, I drag them with me to the shows, and whatever, well, except today, they're sleeping.
Yeah, it's their holiday.
But well, I try it. The advantage to it is I'm working at home, so they can always pop into my laboratory because I have a little space that I call my laboratory. You can't take out the laboratory technician from me, and they can always pop in there. And sometimes my daughter would come and say, "Do you need help?" When she gets a break from her schoolwork, and she would help me in there.
Well, you're teaching entrepreneurship to your kids too. They don't ever have to be dependent on somebody else if they have that attitude of entrepreneurship.
Yes, I hope they would pick up when I can no longer do this for myself.
Well, a few of the people know me. I came to Belize 41 years ago, and I speak quite frankly about Belize because it is a country where I live. I've been a citizen for 30 years, but it's still, I always want to have Belizeans on the program because I wasn't born here. I don't always understand things, but one of the things I observed early on was I came here before independence, and so that lack of entrepreneurship was a concern. It's definitely something that came over from colonialism, and colonialism wasn't really big into promoting entrepreneurship. But as we have evolved as a nation, we see more and more people popping up and doing this, but it just doesn't just come naturally for everybody. This next generation, I mean, for our parents it was harder, for your kids it'll be easier.
Well, Bart, for me it wasn't easy. It was like, I was so scared. I was terrified.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I went out, I actually felt ashamed because people looked down on you
Mm-hmm.
for doing things like this. I've had to actually tell a few people, you know what, I'm properly educated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a laboratory technician, and a very good one. I'm known internationally.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't been easy, but I've been slowly getting there.
Well, not all entrepreneurs are as fortunate to have that grounding and go into something. Sometimes they have to get on YouTube and just hack through and find solutions and provide something that nobody else is qualified or is doing. And so entrepreneurship is it's a challenging thing to do, but
it is a challenge.
Our country is such a small population that we become dependent on foreign entities, and if we can produce something in the country, it all makes sense financially, and we're not always running out, of things. And so when you can see a regular supply in the country, I always support the local farmer, the local providers such as soaps. I mean, this is great.
I think a lot of people are afraid to do it because generally people like things that come from abroad. But I have to say, I have to thank my supporters because I have quite a few who are loyal, very loyal customers. Very loyal customers, and I have to thank them because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be the success I am.
You mentioned packaging. Your packaging to me looks professional and international. I am very impressed, and I'm sure that didn't happen the first day, but you had the idea of wedding gifts from the beginning, so it was important it looked good. And I want to mention that in the early days of entrepreneurship, even before Marie Sharps and others started, some of the aid that came from other countries was in the form of helping local entrepreneurs make their product look of international standards, because that is what we Belizeans like to buy.
Well, I have to say Marie Sharp is an inspiration to me.
Okay.
Yes. I remember I called her for an interview some years ago. I can't remember for what. But what the things she told me, helped me along the way. I usually refer back to things that she said.
Mm-hmm.
She's a success, and I have to congratulate her for everything for her success. And she's willing to help people. She's willing to impart her knowledge, to help people along the way.
You remember any of the comments? I mean, we were talking about entrepreneurship. If anything comes forward that
Bart, I'm old. I don't remember these things.
It's okay, but we are often inspired, and we don't remember the exact words, but what they do, the wisdom they share. But oftentimes it's not just the little bits; it's the big thing that they've done.
I do remember that she spoke. She was very proud,
Mm-hmm.
of what she was doing, and she spoke with conviction. She knew exactly what she was doing,
Mm-hmm.
And she said, she gave me some advice that I can't really remember now, but in the back of my mind, they're there somewhere, filed away, and I think I have used them, not consciously, but I think I have used what she told me,
Mm-hmm. Well, one day you'll meet her again, and you'll have a chance to thank her again, because you're along the journey a long ways now.
Yes.
In entrepreneurship.
Yes. Yeah. You mentioned my packaging.
Okay.
It has evolved a lot, and I must say that my packaging, since I am all natural,
Mm-hmm.
it's 100% biodegradable.
Wow, the
Yeah.
packaging itself.
Packaging
So
itself
that's
is
not plastic
100%.
I'm looking at.
It's biodegradable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's-
Okay. So
it's-
why don't you read? Do you mind reading on the back what some of the examples of what you have, what it says on your packaging?
I need to switch.
Switch glasses, eh?
Glasses.
All right. There we go. You're ready. I see. You knew I was going to ask.
So, what would you like to hear? Aloe vera. So it says here, it gives the ingredients.
Okay.
I don't list all the oils, but I use a blend of vegetable, tree nut, and other oils, saponified veg oils. This one has frankincense, rosemary, essential oils, rainwater, and aloe vera gel. I'm big on the rainwater. I collect my own rainwater. I collect my own herbs. I make my own extracts, except for the essential oils. That's too costly to make, so I just import
Well, frankincense you'd never find here,
You'll
but
never find
but it
here.
is expensive.
It is very,
It's one of the
very
most
expensive.
expensive.
Yeah.
And very powerful.
Yeah, well, I believe in quality. Frankincense is very good for clearing up the skin, with blemishes and marks, cuts. It's good for anti-aging, actually. It's the best, and it's the best anti-inflammatory in the world. Well, next to turmeric. So this is a very good soap. And everybody knows aloe vera gel.
Sure.
Aloe vera, it's a thing in Belize. Put aloe vera on everything.
We just
Cuts,
made a major planting at our place because we have a spa, and now that we learned that it's not just soap you sell spa products. You and I are going to talk after the program today because
Yeah, well,
I need to get more of the spa products in there. But my little aloe vera plants were not enough, and so we've made a major planting, several rows of aloe vera because we just didn't have enough.
Yeah,
And-
well, aloe vera is in everybody's yards in Belize.
Yeah, and I had lemongrass everywhere in my gardens, and I'm 3 weeks into the high season, and it's all stripped down. I'm having to buy new plants.
Yeah.
So
I make an aloe vera,
when the tourism season starts, and all this, we consume it also in our dining room because we serve lemongrass to our guests every day. We have a different local tea.
Oh,
So
nice.
we'll have moringa one day, and then we'll have lemongrass, and we'll have allspice, and the guests get a little. There's a sheet of paper on the table that tells the value of that. So it's very similar to you educating people about bath soaps. So in our spa, now that comes
And I
forward.
do make a lemongrass with allspice soap.
Oh, all right.
Popular with men.
Now you told me you're doing spa treatment of materials. What could you tell us a little
Well-
more about that? Because I'm sure some of the people working in hotels around the country would like to know about
Yeah, well,
that.
I'm just getting into that. I do massage oils.
Okay,
I have a coffee scrub.
a coffee scrub. Okay,
Face
we
and body.
guys don't know even what a scrub is. So
Smell that.
wow, smells like my coffee in the morning.
Yes, it's a picker-upper. 100% Arabica gold.
Okay, got it. 100%.
Yeah. And I do an oatmeal.
And what does oatmeal do for you?
Oatmeal smooths the skin. It calms inflamed skin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, oatmeal, you're familiar with Aveeno products.
Not really. I'm not, but
Okay, well, anyway.
many of the followers probably are.
Well, that's basically oatmeal.
Okay.
And oatmeal is for people with sensitive skin.
Mm-hmm.
Eczema, psoriasis, you name it. Any type of skin disease that you have, oatmeal is very, very good for that. Cooling the skin, calming the skin.
So is Avena a trademark? I know Avena means oats in Spanish, but
Yeah,
it's
I
related
assume
there.
so. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think it's a trademark.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the local
All right.
Aveeno.
All right. What's up?
I have natural sleep spray. It has 4 different essential oils in there that promote sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah, so people with insomnia, you spray your pillow, you spray your linens.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't sleep, it's like a massage without a massage.
All right.
Massage
And
for your
my eyes are too old to
Olfactory senses.
read the details of this, but I see ingredients is insomnia, synergy blend, and propellant. Okay.
yeah. It has like lavender and bergamot and vetiver, clary sage. Yeah, those promote sleep. I have here an anti-aging face serum. You know, ladies my age and younger and older are big into, keeping the wrinkles away or at least slowing them down. So this is a very good product for that. It has 10 different essential oils and rose hips oil as well. Jojoba, apricot, which are all anti-aging. They, retard or they slow down the aging process.
We know these things work. I mean, when you meet people sometimes, you find out that they're 60 and 70 years old and they look like they're 40 and 35, and you say, well, I wonder what their secret is. Well, those secrets are it's not all in the genes.
Some of the commercial products that you find incorporate these very same essential oils, but of course they add stuff like phthalates and parabens, metal paraben, polyparaben, butylparaben into their products, and these things are thought to be carcinogenic. They can cause cancer.
Well, let's get into those things. Once you finish your little run of the items you have, you shared everything, and then we'll get into the other side of it, the dark side of the cosmetic industry.
Yes. For those who do not want to wash their face with soap, I have made a honey face wash.
Okay.
It's liquid soap and honey and essential oils, which is also geared to anti-wrinkle, anti-aging. I also have, I have a salve. Smell that.
I don't know if I identified
Herbal.
that.
It has several different Belizean herbs
Okay.
and tea tree, and it's good it's like a natural antibiotic, antifungal, it's an antiseptic.
So it's like a salve.
It's a salve.
Okay, so like if you had a scrape or an ouchie of any kind.
Cut, an allergy, a fungus, rash, it's very good for that. Yeah.
Great.
And if you have itching, it's also good for cold sores. When you get it takes it away like in a couple days.
So we're talking about bath, soaps, spa. Is that the breadth of your products right now, right?
Yeah.
You have some ideas of new areas you're going to go into?
Sorry?
You having new areas or thoughts about new products?
I would like to venture into some other products that I can't discuss right now because I have to experiment first. I experiment. I usually experiment for like a year with stuff before I put them on the market. Like I did this for a year.
Good. We'll have you back on the program in 1 year.
Hopefully.
Maybe sooner.
I have some new products to share.
All right.
Yeah.
So great. So now, I'm sure the viewers are wondering, well, why should I go to this extent? Why don't I just buy soap from the local store? Why don't I just do like everybody else? And we hope on this program that we can connect the viewers and the listeners to awareness about some of the challenges that in the environment that we live in the world now, which is a little different than it was when our grandparents were growing up. And we were perhaps not well prepared, even by our parents, who didn't know this was coming either. The world has changed so much in the last decade or two. And so we hope on this program to connect you with the knowledge and then also some solutions. So that's why we brought Donna in today to help us understand a little bit about what's happening out there in the cosmetic industry and why we should be cautious. And why you made that effort, even on your wedding, to offer something natural as a gift to your visitors and guests.
Right. Yes. Well, Bart, like I said, I am big into health. I'm promoting saving the planet.
Okay.
Living longer.
Welcome to the club.
And of course, we have the the group that you chair, the wellness.
We have the Belize Wellness Institute.
Wellness,
I can
yes,
share
and
that Dawn is one of our newest members of the board of directors for the Belize Wellness Institute, and brings a whole new dimension for that board. So we're really happy to have our own board with that.
So I used to work with a lot of chemicals in the lab. I work with different chemicals now. We call them
natural chemicals.
They're natural. Yeah, but the difference between what we call natural products and commercial products is that we do not use preservatives and different chemicals to promote foaming and thickening and all of that. It's what you see is what you get. You either like it or you don't, and most people do like it. But some people, you can't get them away from commercial products.
Well, they have unlimited amount of money to put marketing and misinformation out there to convince you that their product is safe and that their product is the way to go and it's the only way to go, and etc. But I think natural has been around longer than they have.
Yes, from the grandparents and the great-grandparents. Been handed down over the years.
It's our tradition in our country to be natural.
Yeah, my mom was always big on natural too. She would make from cough medicine for us, everything natural. Yeah, but the thing is, there are so many chemicals in these commercial products, and all of them are approved by the FDA, and they will tell you that it is not harmful in large quantities. But when you think about it, these chemicals are in everything. They're in the food you eat. They're in shampoos, lotions, shaving cream, soaps, cleaning agents, detergents. They're in everything. The aerosol sprays, all types of beauty products, makeup. So when you think about this much of these harmful chemicals in everything,
it accumulates, doesn't it?
It accumulates, yeah. Especially in deodorants. Some deodorants are removing the parabens from it now, but people don't read. What people need to do, people need to read labels. Of course, most of the labels you cannot even pronounce the words.
That's my clue right there.
If you cannot pronounce the word, it's not good for you. Some words like sodium lauryl sulfate, sodium laureth sulfate, ammonium laureth sulfate, methyl butyl polyparaben. These things are used to anchor the smells, the fragrances in products to make them last forever. Natural products, is the fragrance will eventually go away. But they're still very good, because something doesn't need to be fragrant to be good. Like for example, massage oils. A massage oil doesn't need to have a fragrance to be good, because you're thinking about the quality and what it does for you. Some things are better, less is more than. And like for babies and older people, we don't need anything fragrant. Maybe one drop of essential oil in a tablespoon of oil is better for them, because natural doesn't always mean safe. You need to know what you're doing.
Some of the strongest poisons in the world are natural,
exactly.
Right?
If you overdo it, you will still hurt people. So you need to be careful about what you're doing. So anyway, the other one, cocamidopropyl betaine.
I discarded that on the first syllable.
Yeah, that is what makes the bubble baths and the shower gels and liquid soaps very foamy. People like that. If it doesn't foam, they don't like it.
That's misinformation, I hear. I think things can clean. I've heard they can clean without the foam.
Oh yeah, they can clean without foam. Like for example, the 100% olive oil soap. It doesn't foam. It never foams, because it is so mild. It makes that like a gel, but it's the best cleaner in the world. That makes Castile soap.
Okay. Oh yes, Castile.
Castile soap. Yeah, 100%.
No foam.
No foam. But when you're finished in the shower you're squeaky clean and you're soft and oof, you know. Yeah. So there is also you might not find cocamidopropylbetaine, but you might see CAPB. That's the same thing. There are different words that they might use, but if the word is this big, it's not good for you.
Or they put an acronym, you know that they're
Right.
dodging the big word, right?
Yeah, or they might hide it and just say fragrance.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So fragrance, what is fragrance?
Well, they're not proud of it, or they tell you what it was, right? If
Yeah.
it was natural, they would
Yeah.
make a point of telling you that.
Yeah, fragrance, just fragrance. Unwelded phthalates, which is used also in plastics, in food. Phthalates, that's used to soften plastic. But it's also used in a wide range of cosmetics and personal products and female hygiene products. You know, so stay away from those words. Read labels. Natural may be more expensive, but when compared to the health benefits, you know, the benefit, you will save money in the longer run because you won't end up in the hospital with some kind of unnamed disease.
Which doesn't stop. It just gets worse the rest of your life, and
worse.
then you leave family without parents and all kinds of things. So
Right.
cancers and other things are what we read about mostly. More and more studies are linking these fragrances to breast cancer and various other problems.
Like the paraben, metal paraben, polyparaben, those have been found in breast tumors. So I think FDA and all these research people are saying that they're not sure if it's linked, but it's there. It's been found in there, so it could be one of the causes.
Well, when they say that something is a probable carcinogenic, but you can know that they've been pressured not to say that it is, because then it has to come off the market, and some of these companies are so big that they wield a lot of financial lobby in countries like in North America, where there's strong lobbies speaking to Washington and other places, and so it's not just Washington, it's worldwide.
Worldwide.
But it seems to be a lot of the problems are coming from there, and we don't need to be copying those countries. We have always had the tradition of natural. I think we want that.
We want that.
And I'm really happy that you've had a chance to warn people. We do that in this program almost every week, not just about the healthcare products, but also foods and such.
Cleaning products.
Cleaning products in the house. And my wife is always using soap berries, which is a thing the Mayans used, and it goes in a little bag and throws it in the washing machine, and it cleans very well. And we actually have a little card here somebody sent over to me. It says the soap nuts are 100% biodegradable, locally harvested, hypoallergenic, meaning it doesn't cause allergies, dyes and fragrance free, cost effective. One little bag does 35 loads in your automatic washing machine, and wow, I mean,
affordable,
that's yeah. And if anybody's interested in buying those, I'm going to give you a number. You can call 601-8572, 601-8572, and you can get some soap nuts. A lot of you know that the BBG shop, that's the Belize Botanical Gardens, has a shop in town now where Yoli's Pizzas used to be, over in the, what's it called, the old mall?
The old mall.
Yeah, and they have a number of products there that are healthy, including cleaning supplies and such, so you can check in with them. These are not paid sponsors. We're just trying to connect you, the listeners, to safe sources. Go there, talk to people. They're well educated. Donna, we're going to get into our last 5 minutes, and I want you to share with people how they can find your products in this country, how they can, what number to call, or text or WhatsApp, you just give us a good rundown on this, because that's what they've been waiting. They've been waiting for an hour for you to share how. I was convinced in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, good. All right. My number is 602-5621. Email belize-soaps@ososa.com.
All right.
Or you can find me on Facebook, Belize Belize. Look for Belize Belize. And of course, the logo is there.
So you're spelling it Bella, B-E-L-L-A.
B-E-L-L-A-D-E-E-S.
Okay.
Apostrophe S.
And that's where they find you on Facebook.
That's where they find me on Facebook, Belize Belize. And I have a website that I haven't updated in a while, but I can be found here too, www.belizebelize.
Okay. I think they're going to find you.
I am right in Santa Elena. My products are sold also at Back to My Roots on Burns Avenue. And it's also at the health store in Belize City. There, it's in a few stores in Placencia. It's at the Chocolate Company in San Pedro.
All right.
And hopefully it'll get around Belize, so people
how about
can.
the health food stores in Spanish Lagoon?
It's not at the health food store in Spanish Lagoon.
You might check that out. They've gone from one health food store to like 4 in 2 years over there.
Oh,
so
good.
I think the Mennonites, like everybody else, are trying to reverse this cancer trend. They know it's happening, and so do populations all over the country, all over the world. It's not just cancer; it's many other problems.
It's many other problems.
But,
Because all these chemicals in these products cause all types of skin irritation and allergies, and people need to know that as they get older, the allergies, seem to increase. I myself am a victim.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had to just completely, like, I used to get a rash every night, hives and all that, and I was told it was the Downy, the fabric softener, so I've had to stop using it. I switched completely. I don't use detergents and fabric softener anymore. I don't wash dishes.
Well, I find that most of us sort of cruise along with life, not too intentional, and then something severe happens in our life, and some people later say it was a gift. It woke them up. I did the same thing. A year ago I became a vegan, and we've talked about that on the program. It's not my choice. I do like meat, and I do like the smell of it and all those things, but I now have my medical records perfect in terms of the cholesterol and all those problems that I was looking at before. My insulin resistance related to diabetes was not looking good, and now it is a perfect score.
Yeah, you can make a difference with changes in your diet.
Yeah, but these other things also weaken you, and your body is designed, we believe, that to be healthy, and if we just simply support it, it will do a lot for itself. If you can find a natural healer, natural doctor who's oriented towards helping you to support it, or if you can find a medical doctor who has that mentality of not just fixing it, but supporting the body's various areas. I was talking to a guest the other day. They're from India, and they said in their country they have 5 different medical systems. They have the natural naturopathic, they have the homeopathic, they have Ayurvedic, I think they had the traditional Chinese, and they had an Arab system, and then their traditional one is Ayurvedic.
Yes.
So you could actually go to, and each of them has their pharmacies, they have their own medical schools, and I'm sure all of them work, but at least the person has a choice, and that's what I love to see in Belize, is that if a person wants to go to a Mayan healer or a Garifuna healer or a Grainy healer, different levels, they're very important, and we have that ability here, and I'm grateful for Belize and my 40 odd years I've been here, and I'm just looking forward to the future.
Yes, and it's looking good because of your program.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Well,
you
listen,
for spreading
we're
the
going
word.
to be signing off. Those of you who are following us on TV notice that there's a video at the beginning and a video at the end. And those videos are from my family's business, which is the Maya Mountain Lodge. and the Maya Mountain Wellness Center. And we're having some breakthroughs right now. Some of the major industries in the country are calling on us to help their management staff to be trained in how to help their families to eat more safely. So we teach cooking classes, actually, amongst other things, and it's been fun. A lot of people have taken it, and now we're seeing industry looking at the possibility that they don't want to lose their workers. They want these people to stay with them for many years, and if 30% might be a pretty close statistics on diabetes and pre-diabetic, those are bad statistics for any corporation to be losing their workers. So if they can help reverse that by training their senior people, and those people help with the others. I will mention that BNE and BTL have actually people on their staff who are nutritionists and nutritionists and dietetics.
Dietitians.
Dietitians, that's the word, excuse me. My daughters would have a hard time with that. Both of them are dietitians.
Oh.
Stumbling this morning.
Yes.
I think it's the smell of that nice coffee over there.
You need to smell it some more.
It's got me distracted. Anyway, we are happy to be here, and we'll look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. Every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, we have this program. We are looking forward to having a visit from those corporation representatives, their wellness coaches, or their dietitians. And we'll have a chance to hear what corporations are seeing as a priority. So until then, this is Bart Mickler with Let's Live Healthy Belize. Until next week, have a blessed week.
Welcome, guys. Today we will cook Belizean, healthy and easy, with more veggies instead of more starch.
It's healthier, of course, because the fact is very cheap. Go to the market, buy your fresh veggies and cook it. Cook it easy and tasty recipes.
As Belizeans, we don't really eat healthy, a lot of us. We have a lot of diabetic patients. People are dying a lot. What I learned today, how to eat, how to stay healthy, and what to do about it.
A lot of people call in and say, we're good for headache. They want a quick fix. But headache actually is a red light telling you something is wrong. But sometimes we don't study it, we just take our pills. You can't just change overnight, right? So you have to implement this stuff little by little.
Making some healthy brown rice with healthy salt, not the white salt that we normally cook with.
The vegetables and everything that we serve, we think pure, whole and natural.
To me, you could do this real quick.
Yep.
It's very quick to do.
Today we show them to stay pure, whole and natural.
Here we teach them how to fix vegetables and fruits in a delicious way so they can have it.
A lot of people don't know how to use it, but today I learned that I'm taking something in my heart to teach to my family and my community.
They actually cook it and they taste it. They were very impressed and they said, wow, this is really delicious and we never think this can be done. And we are encouraging people to come here at Maya Mountain and we will gladly share what we know.
When certain things happen, we have to take a stand and see what happens.